Somewhere far away, I want you back. I want.
Good morning, traders. How are we all doing today? I hope you guys are having a really good Money Tuesday. It's November 23rd, 2021, about 8:52 in the market. And, today's going to be an awesome day, guys. We have a lot of stocks gapping on up, a lot of low floats. Corey's like, yo, calm down, killer, calm down. Nah, you guys know I'm messing with you. Come on, let me hear it. Someone hit me with it first. Who's going to do it? Is it Angel? Is it Corey? Is it Casey? Is it Wade? Is it B-Moose? Yo, G Butter Trades. Welcome to the team, by the way. He goes, that intro was lit. Oh, I thought you meant me. My intro. Good morning, team. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hit me with the good morning. What's up, team? What's up, traders? Happy Money Tuesday. It is November 23rd. We got 2 days until Turkey Day, so I can work on that dad bod, baby. I'm excited. I am ready to eat. Ready to put myself in a food coma. But guys and girls, I hope you had an amazing Monday. Holy smokes. What a freaking day in the market. What a day. Everybody on YouTube, how much money did you make yesterday? People in chat, how much money did you make yesterday? We saw Real Little Spaz, $5,400 on LGVN. We saw some big time, consistent profits. My goodness, yesterday was absolutely on fire. Now, don't get me wrong. After that first 30 minutes, I'm like, man, this week's going to suck. 10 o'clock to 11, slow. 11 to 12, slow. 12 to 1, slow. Then, boom! We had literally 3 hours of action yesterday on GTEC, on LGVN. It was an absolutely amazing power hour. Power hour was on fire. And here's the thing, we're seeing that momentum from power hour bleed in the post market, bleed in the pre-market. What do I mean? It's bleeding into post market. I mean, look at LGVN, guys. Look at the $28 close, hitting post market highs of $45.50. Yes, it's fading on off, but we have ISPC up 110%. We have KTTA up 104%. We have PTPI up 90%. Every single stock low float with really good news as well. Today, team, is going to be an awesome day. Today's going to be on fire. Make sure you're ready to go. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you have a plan. React when the trade and the opportunity presents itself, because today, team, we're making some big time profits. We're making some big time profits today, guys. Yesterday was an awesome day. I hope you guys locked in some killer profits. Woo-hoo-hoo! And today, team, we're going to lock in even more killer profits. Once again, if you're just now joining us, good morning. Happy Money Tuesday. It is November 23rd, 8:55 in the market. We got a big watch list today, guys. Big old watch list. And one thing that we may do as well is not put too much emphasis on options today, right? I'm going to briefly go through my options watch list, right? So you guys know what I'm watching, some key levels, okay? I'm not going to put too much time into it. Here's the thing. We want to go where the opportunity is. I had a conversation with Cole last night. Cole was saying he would come into the market, use 80% of his funds for equities, and then resort to options because that money would settle the next day. I said, Cole, right? And if he's in chat, I'm not talking bad about Cole. I said, Cole, I used to do that. I used to use 80 to 90% of my funds for equities and trade penny stocks. And then when I only had a few $100s left, I would just go trade options because I only had a couple $100 and I can buy, 2, 3, 4 contracts and make more money. It's not about the structure like that. It's about going where the opportunity is, right? Where's the opportunity? Is the opportunity today with small caps? If so, that's where we're at. Options, equities, doesn't matter. That's off the table. Where's the opportunity? Is the opportunity today with penny stocks? Is the opportunity today with mid cap to large cap stocks that we could trade options on? Is that where the opportunity is right now today? That needs to be our mindset. And then based on the opportunity, that's where we go. Is today an options day? Is today an equities day, right? Are we trading penny stocks? We trading mid caps. We trading the ETFs like the SPY and the Qs because there's a lot of volatility. Where is the opportunity? We have all of these tools in our tool belt. We're prepared. And we should identify the job, right? Are we putting a roof on today? Are we putting a front door in, right? Are we replacing the siding? We have the tools to do all these various jobs. We have the tools and the skills needed to trade options if that's where the opportunity is, to trade penny stocks if that's where the opportunity is, to trade futures, I don't know, if that's where the opportunity is, to invest in crypto if that's where the opportunity is. So right now, team, the opportunity at this point in time, 8:58 in the morning on this beautiful Tuesday, is where? It's on penny stocks. That's where 80% of our focus is. Don't want to put too much focus on these large cap stocks when our opportunity is right in front of us with penny stocks, guys. So have that mindset. Let's get prepared. Let's talk about what we have going on for the day. Matthew McCannis, you releasing any Black Friday deals? Yes, I have one. I'll dive into that here in a minute. I want to make sure that we're preparing everybody for the day. If you're still here a couple minutes before 9:30, I will tell you exactly what the Black Friday deal is, how to take advantage of it, all that good stuff. Okay, so what's up? Good morning, YouTubers. Jason, Steven, Ed, Rod, Jake, Jason, Jeremy. Jason, Matthew, Diego, what's up? What's going on? Everybody's side of chat too. Cole, Jamie, Angel, Corey, Texas Cowboy, G Butter. Also, welcome to the team. Let's go ahead and say welcome to the team. G Butter Trades. Looks like he just joined last night. First day here. Welcome to the team. We're excited to work with you. If you ever need anything, you do not hesitate to ask anybody inside of chat. Chris, Skyler, Real Little Spaz, my man, locking in almost 6K yesterday. Good job, good work. And good morning, team. All right, what do we got going on today? Let's start with prior day movers that have no news today. All right. GTEC was a mover yesterday, right? It was a mover on Friday, moved again yesterday as well here on GTEC. All right, so GTEC is a prior day mover. No fresh news today, but it's something that needs to be added to our back burner watch list. If some of these top gainers today that have fresh news and fresh volume don't do anything, we could definitely see traders come back in to a stock like GTEC that's been moving to the upside over the past couple of days. So we do want to watch GTEC. Not a lot to talk about right now. Okay, not a lot to talk about. Support's down at $8.75. Resistance is at $10. Anything over $10, it can go back up to $10.81. Anything over $10.81, yesterday's resistance, right around $12. So again, support, GTEC $8.75. Resistance, $10. Overhead resistance, $10.81. And then over $10.81, $12.14. Not going to put too much emphasis in GTEC because we have much better opportunity in the market. But GTEC needs to be added to your watch list as a back burner trade. If other stocks start fading and falling, you could see that mob shift, the majority of buyers shifting from one stock possibly into GTEC. Don't sleep on it. Add it to your watch list. Do your due diligence. If we see an opportunity, we could take advantage of it. Another prior day mover, LGVN. My goodness, what a move yesterday, guys. What a move. Thursday. Not a bad little day on Thursday. Friday, no opportunity. And then yesterday, what an absolute rip from around like $8 all the way to $28, hitting post-market highs of $45.50. Absolutely insane. We definitely want to be keeping this prior day mover on watch as well. Right now, we are sliding below 26.65 support. We have room all the way back down towards around yesterday's breakout. We had a nice little ascending triangle breakout here towards the end of the day. Nice big rip, nice big run, okay? $19.46 to $20 is going to be the best level of support to see LGV and stay above. If we see an opportunity form, right, we're ready to go. But right now it has room to fall all the way back down towards around $19.40 to $20. Right now, we do not want to be touching it. It's in a downtrend from post-market yesterday. We're just waiting to see a reversal in trend at or near a valid level of support. And we could see $19.40 to $20 is a good level of support. We may not see LGVN do a lot today, right? Can't tell how many times we've seen a big-time runner gaps down the next day, sits sideways. What kind of formation would that be? We see the gap down, and we see it just sit sideways today. Maybe a mid-candle breakout formation, right? Maybe a little bit of a mid-candle. I don't freaking know. It's a little too early to tell. But we'll just have to see. Maybe we have opportunity today. Maybe it screams and rips back up to those post-market highs of 45 bucks. If that's the case, we'll be here to take advantage of it. We'll attack it. We'll make money. If it doesn't do anything today, we are definitely going to be watching this for tomorrow as well for a possible, again, way too early to tell, mid-candle breakout formation. But right now, LGVN still has room to fall down to that $19.40, $20 level. We have resistance now at $26.65. Anything over $26.65. We have room to $34.21. We have room to $37.93, and then potentially back up towards around 45 bucks on LGVN. Another prior day mover that should be added to your back burner watch list. ISPC. Guys, this stock had really good news. This stock took on off in pre-market, $5 all the way up towards around $12.44. It just did absolutely nothing yesterday. And this stock had some pretty decent news on LGVN yesterday. So yesterday, LGVN, this was their press release. ISPC. I'm getting my tickers all mixed up. ISPC. Again, I'm very surprised this stock did nothing yesterday, especially with the news. So, iSpecimen, or ISPC, an online marketplace for human biospecimens, today announced that it has been contracted to support new advanced research of COVID-19 from the U.S. government. So they were contracted by the U.S. government for advanced COVID-19 research. That is a damn good press release. I was excited about ISPC yesterday. The stock did absolutely nothing. Why? Traders just went to GTEC and traders resorted back to LGVN, right? But right now, ISPC is getting a lot of hype, getting a lot of action from around 888, hitting highs of $21.60, currently up 95% in pre-market, trading high relative volume once again, and it's a low float stock. This is one of the top stocks we definitely need to be watching today, all right? Definitely one of the top stocks to be watching. Right now, we could definitely see this hold above those post-market highs, right around 1567, but we could also come all the way back down to these pre-market lows of 1418. If we crack post-market highs right around 1560, we're definitely going to come back down to the pre-market lows around 14. And if we crack 14, your best level of support here on ISPC is 1244. Look at all that resistance yesterday and post-market support as well. 1244 is a very nice level of support here on ISPC. We do have a slight uptrend as well. It's a very choppy stock here in pre-market. Again, it's very, very choppy. It's all over the place. We got to be very careful and very patient with ISPC. Let's just wait for a good setup. I mean, we're going to wait for a good setup with every stock, but most definitely on ISPC. This stock can move quick. It can move fast. Make sure you're extremely patient. You have the best of the best plan in place and wait for the best of the best opportunity. Right now, you don't want to just be jumping in and watch this pull back $5, okay? The best of the best support is 1244. Again, we could hold the pre-market low at 1421, and we could definitely look to hold above those post-market highs right around that 1560. Again, we have the slight uptrend. We could definitely hold this as well. Now it's just a game of patience to see what level is going to hold up as new support. We do have room back up towards around $20, pre-market highs of 2160, and then I ran some extensions off this little move here, some Fibonacci extensions to get some overhead price targets. We could see it up towards around 22.27. We could see it up towards around 25, 27.19, and potentially $30 on ISPC. Definitely a top stock that we should put a lot of focus on today, guys. Definitely one of the top stocks we should put a lot of focus on today. ISPC. All right, moving on. AADI. AADI shares rally on FDA approval for its first product for rare cancer. So FDA approval, cancer related. That is a damn good press release on AADI. Now, AADI is a low float stock as well. It's 10 million in float. It's trading the least volume. Look at KTTA, 16 million. ISPC, 11 million. PTPI, 11 million. QLGN, 13 million. Now look at AADI, 800,000 shares. But on average, it trades 80,000 shares. It's trading 10 times more volume today than it normally does. It is a low float stock. It could definitely rip and run, and has a damn good press release, a really good press release. This is my number one sleeper play of the day. You guys know we have some back burner plays. We have the stocks we're watching right out of the gate, and then I like to identify a potential low float sleeper play. It's a stock that's trading high relative volume. It's a stock that has a low float. It's a stock that has really good news, but it does not yet have the attention. How do we know it does not yet have the attention? Well, it's only trading 800,000 shares. Look at some of the other top gainers. They're in the 16, 12, 11, 10 million range. This is a stock that meets the criteria, right, to a T, but does not yet have the attention. This could be a low float sleeper play that literally just starts ripping under everybody's radar. I want you guys watching AADI. I'm definitely watching AADI. Let's go ahead and do some TA on the stock, guys. All right. We do have some light support right around $30.17. If we can actually break on over and stay above like 33 today, that's the all-time high. We have room back up to some of these pre-market levels, right? These spiking highs right around 37, 32. That spiking high right around 40, potentially back up towards around 43, and then maybe even 46 on AADI. Light support right around 30-ish bucks. I see this having room, potentially filling this gap in pre-market first before it actually starts to rip and run. So that's pretty decent support, old resistance on AADI as well. If we look at the daily chart, we see a lot of resistance right around 28.51, a lot of support right around 28.51, and more resistance right around 28.51. And it lines up beautifully with this gap here in pre-market. It's safe to say we could easily see this crack down below this 30.61 level, fill this gap, find support off the daily chart, and then start making its next leg up. I really do think this could be a great candidate for a low float, back burner, sleeper play that may just fly under the radar today. We're definitely not going to let that happen. We're prepared. We're going to take advantage of the stock. It has great room to the upside. It could definitely move $10 to $15 if traders come over to the stock. AADI, we definitely need to keep this one on watch, guys. All right. And I'm going to mark that in blue because that is my back burner sleeper. QLGN, right? We're going to start cleaning up the watch list, by the way. We're going to start cleaning it up. We have a lot of stocks on here right now. QLGN. Shares are trading higher after traders circulate Zacks small cap research note showing a $9 price target. Let's compare that to the news on ISPC. Is it good? It's not as good as ISPC. Compare it to the news on AADI, FDA approval in regards to cancer treatment. Those are like some of the best keywords that you can find in a press release. AADI is crushing the press release. QLGN, wah, wah, wah. It's not exciting. It's just not exciting. Traders are circulating the stock because Zacks small cap research notes a $9 price target. I mean, I'm Josh Howerton. I can give the stock a $9 price target as well, but how credible am I? Right? Just because there's a price target doesn't mean it's credible. Doesn't mean it's going to get there. So the press release isn't like, wow, right? It's not really like awesome. But the thing is, it is meeting criteria. It's trading 14 million shares. On average, it trades 1 million. So we're trading high relative volume. It's a 25 million in float stock. But right now, it's losing steam. It's losing juice. It's working its way on down. Just chopping around $2 right now. Cracking below $2, this stock has room to fall back down towards around 160. We could see a nice bounce on 160, maybe back up to $2. If we hold $2 out of the gate and we see a nice strong pop to the upside, we could see it at 242. We could see it up at 263, and we could even see it back up towards around those post-market highs of 316. But in my honest opinion, all right, looking at LGVN, looking at ISPC, and even looking at AADI that's doing nothing, those three stocks I think have better potential than QLGN. But QLGN does have a press release. It is trading high relative volume. It is a lower float stock, and it's not complete crap here in pre-market, okay? It should be on watch, but it's definitely not one of the top stocks I think we should be watching out of the gate. You know, one of the top stocks I think we should be watching out of the gates, ISPC. I definitely think we should be watching AADI. I think it could definitely slide under everybody's radar. You know, I think QLGN is a stock that should be on your watch list because it's meeting that criteria for our pre-market stock selection. But, you know, I don't think it should be one of the top 3 stocks you put so much focus and emphasis on right out of the gate. All right, we have more stocks we're going to talk about, and I think these stocks have some better opportunity as well. Let's talk about PTPI. So PTPI, I was kind of liking this one in pre-market. We had a nice falling wedge formation, popped out of the wedge on nice volume. Buyers just couldn't step behind the stock. So the wedge failed. Buyers really aren't here. We're in a strong downtrend at this point in time, working our way back down towards around those post-market highs up to 18. Now, why is PTPI even moving? They filed a proxy statement for an annual meeting. Another stock that has news. There's a credible reason for it to be moving, but it's not a awesome press release. It's not a press release that gets me excited, right? AADI gets me excited. I like that press release. It's good. ISPC gets me excited. It's a good press release. They filed a proxy statement. Whoop-de-doo. That's the way I look at it, just in all honesty, all right? So again, you know, PPTI is meeting criteria though. But again, the press release really isn't that hot. But here's the thing. It's trading 12 million shares. On average, it trades 5. So we're trading, you know, 2 times the average volume. It's a low float stock. It is up 76%. But since those highs at 5 a.m., it's been in a strong downtrend. All we do is we add it to our watch list, understand there is a credible reason for it to be moving, be mindful of the flow, and know that there is high relative volume. So there is more traders here today than there normally is, okay? We wait for an opportunity to present itself. If we see some market structure, a double bottom, something above that 218 level of support, we could easily see PPTI get another leg to the upside. Easy. We have room back up towards around 311. We have room back up towards around 388 to $4. We could even see this bad boy back up towards around 478 on PPTI. But comparing it to other stocks based on their news and their volume and their flow, I still think there's better opportunity in the market right out of the gate. PTPI, add it to your watch list. It's definitely something we should keep on watch. And if it sets up, we are now prepared. But the first 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not going to put too much focus on the stock because I still think we have better opportunity. KTTA is one of those stocks, guys. KTTA is one of those stocks. So what's up with KTTA? Shares are trading higher after its subsidiary, Pathia, my goodness, Clinics, has been approved to provide nasal spray for the treatment of depression in adults. As we know, there's a lot of people that deal with depression, right? Depression is a serious thing. And now that we have something that's going to help, you know, curve depression in adults in the form of a nasal spray, and they are getting that approval, that's not bad news at all. I like the news. I see it's good news, right? KTTA, we have a better press release than filing a form like on PTPI. We have a better press release than, you know, traders circulating a blog on Zach's website with some random analyst saying, hey, it's worth $9. We have a much better press release here on KTTA. KTTA is leading the board. It is up 155%. It is trading some of the best volume at 19 million shares, and on average, it trades 500,000 shares. So, the best volume, a pretty good press release, nice low float stock, trading the highest relative volume. 10 times average would be 5 million. We're trading 40 times, 40 times the average volume today in pre-market alone. And this press release was dropped at 7:30. So you're talking in the last 2 hours, we've traded 40 times the average volume off that press release. It's a low float stock. It's number 1 on the leaderboard. There's a lot of focus here on this stock. All right. We were talking about this morning when I pulled this one up. KTTA, right? The sky's the limit. It has room to pull back to 419. That's the all-time high. That's an entry. That's where you would want to get involved. Where did it come down to? It came down to 430. Very, very close to that 419 level on KTTA. This stock is honoring the technicals. This stock is consistent. I do want to keep this on watch. This is one of the top stocks we're watching right out of the gate. Good press release, high relative volume, low float stock, honoring the technicals. The sky's the limit. There is no overhead targets, right? The sky is the limit. What can we do to get overhead targets though? First things first, let's take a fib from low to high. We can see here that it was a nice little 50% retracement. Perfect. If the fib is honored on the retracement, we can grab a Fibonacci extension from the low to the high and pull it back to our retracement low. This is going to give us overhead targets on KTTA. Since the sky's the limit, we have to have an idea of where the stock could go. So let me go ahead and redo that Fibonacci real quick. Let me remove it. I think I drew it wrong. So we got our extension from low to high, back down to retracement low. Perfect. So these are going to be our overhead levels. We could see this up towards around $6.94 to $7. $7.66. A 100% extension would put you up around $8.61 to $8.75 and then $10.17. So based on this extension, applying that with psychological levels as well, this is showing that we have room to 7.66. I would say 8.75, right? We know the 8.75 rule of penny stocks, and then up towards around $10 on KTTA. Yes, I think this one has potential to get up towards around $10 today on KTTA. Is that an alert to buy? No. Just because I think it has potential to get the $10 is not an alert to buy the stock. All right. Right now, we're doing our due diligence. We're getting prepared with support, resistance, why the stock's moving, why we're watching it, the credibility behind it, the education, the transparency. Just because I really like a stock is not, hey, buy it. What do we still need? We need a pattern. We need a strategy. We need an opportunity to present itself. Something that says, hey, 80% of the time, I go up. So trade me. All right, cool. I will trade you because 80% of the time you go up and I make money. Right now, there is no opportunity saying, hey, I'm going to go up. 80% of the time I go up. I'm a good trade. Trade me. We don't see that yet. So right now we close the book. We put our hands back on our asses, right? And we sit and wait. All right. Right now, it's a game of patience, waiting for the opportunity to present itself, and we can react to that opportunity with a good high probability setup, something that has good odds, right? We want the odds to be in our favor. Right now, the odds are not in our favor. But KTTA is definitely one of my favorite stocks to watch. Definitely want to keep this one as our number one stock to watch right out of the gate, guys. And then APVO. All right, APVO, this stock this morning, moving on up. This has a really good press release as well. So APVO reporting it completed its first complete remission, providing clinical update for its phase 1 multi-center trial in regards to leukemia. What's leukemia? Cancer-related. Anytime we have cancer-related news, these stocks typically rip and run. That's exactly why APVO within literally 20 minutes, 30 minutes, went from around $6.48, hitting those highs of what? $14.15. We are starting to give quite a bit back right now here on APVO, right? We are starting to give a lot back, and we are starting to drop below a lot of decent little levels that could hold this stock up as support. So our next level of support that I would like to see APVO stay above would be like $9.39. All right, let's go back in the left a little bit. Let's see if we have any other levels. I mean, that $9.39 is a pretty nice level here. That's the lowest I would really want to see APVO go for me to be interested in the stock today. Now, if it can hold above that $9.39, that $9.40-ish level, we could definitely see this one back up towards around $10.43. And then that's when we have a lot of opportunity to the upside, pushing the stock back up, possibly to $14. Over $14, it has room to $15.56, has room to $16.47, has room to $17.64. And then looking at the daily chart again, room to $18.43, and then potentially room up towards around $19.19. So a lot of resistance overhead, right? We have a decent amount of resistance overhead, but this is a lower float stock, 4 million. It's trading high relative volume as well. It's up 44%, but it has really good news in regards to cancer, completing its phase 1 trial, positive data. Not bad here on APVO, but just looking at the charts, right? The technicals, not as appealing as KTTA, not as appealing as possibly ISPC, right? We can see that it's just not as appealing as some of these other stocks, but It is a stock that has a credible reason to be moving. It's a low float stock, high relative volume. Good news. We just now, again, need to be patient and wait for the stock to say, hey, Josh, this is a good opportunity. Trade me. Right now, we do not have that. But APVO is another stock we should definitely keep on high watch. Right out of the gate, I'm focused on KTTA. Right? KTTA is my number one watch. ISPC is my number two watch. Look at the bounce off the trend line right there. Look at that beautiful dollar bounce off the trend line. Doesn't get any nicer than that. Number two watch, ISPC. My third watch, believe it or not, is my sleeper play, right? I'm just curious to see if this one gets a pop in volume. If so, I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to go. I like AADI. I think it's a good candidate to be one of those low float sleepers. Now, if you're just now tuning in, what are the other stocks that are on our watch list, but we're not focused on them right at the start of the day? Right? They're definitely stocks we should watch, but we're not going to be watching them right at the start of the day. You're watching GTEC today. That was a mover from yesterday. GTEC. We have LGVN as well. We have QLGN we're watching today. PTPI and APVO. But the top three stocks we're watching right at 9:30, KTTA number one, AADI is number three. I'm sorry. ISPC is number two. Let's do that again. KTTA number one, ISPC number two, AADI number three. What is it? We got a couple more minutes to go. Like I said earlier, when we have an abundance of focus in one part of the market, that's where the opportunity is. Right now, we can see the abundance. All the focus is on penny stocks. That's where the focus is, penny stocks. Where's the focus been the last few weeks? Options. Right? Now, don't get me wrong. There's been opportunity with penny stocks, but options, mid cap, large cap. We've had a shit ton of earnings. We've had a lot of stocks ripping and running. Again, that's where the focus has been. Today, Tuesday, November 23rd, 80 to 90% of the focus in the market is on penny stocks at this point in time. So I wouldn't put too much focus on options, in my opinion, right? Because this is where the opportunity is. But if you guys are interested in what I'm looking at for potential options, which I really won't start looking at these stocks in more detail until probably like 9:45, 9:50, when we actually see these set up, calm down, then maybe we have some opportunity in the options world. But again, the first 15 to 20 minutes, I'm focused on these low flow penny stocks because this is where the opportunity is for some quick, easy cash. I'm looking at Moderna today, right? Moderna puts under 274.50. Calls over 283.24. NVIDIA. I'm watching NVIDIA today as well. Just watching it. Right now, I had technicals drawn up. Boom and boom. All right, so NVIDIA puts under 313 down to 305. We have a big gap that needs filled on NVIDIA. If we crack below that lower shadow from the 18th, we have room to fill the gap. Puts below 313 down to 305 on NVIDIA. Apple, if we crack below 160, right? 160.50-ish, right? Just call it 160. Cracking below not yesterday's high, but the prior day's high, which would be Friday. Cracking below that 160.56 puts down the 157.24. Airbnb, I'm looking for a long today, right? We have a big gap on Airbnb. We came down, we bounced slightly off the 50 SMA. We closed above the gap level. We could expect to see a nice little bounce today, back up towards around 185.50, and then potentially up towards around 190 on Airbnb. So as long as we're above that 178 level, I do think we could take some calls to 185 for a gap fill bounce. Netflix puts today. We closed below the trend line. We closed below the 20 EMA. As long as we stay below, ideally, in a perfect world, that 20 EMA, the 20 EMA right now on Netflix is right off yesterday's high right here. Not yesterday's high, but one of the highs that set in, some resistance. That's $666. That's such a bad number. All these 666s, I don't like the 6. Let's go 667. 666 is a bad number. Let's just call it 667. As long as we're below 667 on Netflix, it still looks bearish. It still looks weak. We technically have room down to 644 for some puts today, possibly on Netflix. You leaving?
Yeah,
Love you too. Deuces. Love you. D-Dog, gap fill balance. I like this one a lot. If I had to pick any options play for the day, any stock for options, it's Datadog. Okay, it's D-Dog. Gap fill bounce. Nice gap down. We're going to open right at this gap level. Right there, 167, 168. I'm going to take this long above 167 to 168. We have room back up towards around 177 here on D-Dog. Again, this is a gap fill bounce strategy. We can definitely catch a bounce between 167, 168 for the leg back up to 177. Like I said, out of every stock that I'm watching for options, this would be my number one focus out of the gate would be D-Dog. And with that being said, I'm actually going to put D-Dog off to the side because this may be my trade. I like it. We're entering into a squeeze. We see the selling momentum switching and transitioning to buying momentum. I like D-Dog for a gap fill bounce. Out of everyone I've talked about so far, this is my favorite. This is where my focus is. We are watching Roblox today as well. As long as RBLX stays below 125.36, we have room down to 110 for puts. Breaking and holding over 125.36, we have room back up over 130 today on Roblox. I still think it has room to the downside. I want to see it staying below 125 to maybe grab some puts down towards around 110 on Roblox. Rivian, we could see it bounce today. It's been getting hit hard. Hit hard, hit hard, hit hard, hit hard. I mean, the last 4 days, it's just been getting slammed to the downside. Here's what I see. Decreasing volume. I see decreasing volume here on RIVN. We have a nice doji. Not really a doji, but we see a lot of buying pressure here. So yesterday, it came all the way down to 106. Buyers pushed it all the way back up for a close of 118, and we still had decreasing volume along this pullback. Rivian over 118.77. I think it's a good long to 123. So Rivian over 118.77. I think it's a good long or a good call opportunity. Take some calls up towards around 123. It's $5 to the upside. There's definitely a lot of opportunity. Definitely watching the SPY looks very bearish today. Watching the Qs as well looking very bearish today. So again, across the board, we had puts, right? Pretty much everything was puts besides Datadog and besides Rivian. But here's the thing. If we see the Qs dumping right out of the gate, I'm not touching Datadog to the long side. Just so you know, the day's getting ready to go. There's a lot we were talking about. But we're all set, ready to rock and roll, baby. We are all set, ready to rock and roll. So let's have some fun. Let's make some profits. And let's crush this day, team. Right now, give me like 2 minutes, team. Give me like 2 minutes. I like Datadog off that gap fill level. I like D-Dog off the gap fill level. I can expect to see the Qs pop up slightly this morning. That would allow Datadog, again, it's a tech stock, to pop up a little bit as well. We just got a nice little pop above 170. I'm in at 169.37. I wanted to get a quick trade on D-Dog off the gap fill bounce, okay? So I took Datadog right out of the gate, guys. Right off that level, I am long right now on Datadog. You guys can see here I'm long right now at 169.37 on D-Dog, okay? I like the opportunity it has the 177. This could be my one and done trade. This could be my one and done trade. So I'm trying to nail this real quick, and then my undivided attention is with everybody in chat. So give me a few seconds here. Let's see if we get a nice little continuation bounce to the upside on D-Dog. This was like my favorite play of the day. You got to change your quality settings. You have to change your quality settings if your feed is slightly blurry. All right, so I do have D-Dog off to the side. I can watch that here. Let's go into our top stocks of the day. ISPC, is this one halted? ISPC halted 1850. Beautiful bounce off the trend line, guys. Look at that. What a beautiful bounce off that trend line. That is sexy. Bounced in pre-market, bounced again. If you guys aren't crushing that, we got to do a trend line lesson. If you guys were not crushing that trend line bounce, we got to do a trend line lesson because that is easy peasy, women squeezy. That's some easy stuff right there. Don't forget about our back burner sleeper play, guys. Don't forget about that back burner sleeper on AADI. Okay, do not forget about AADI. I got to check out the Qs real quick. I'm selling Datadog. I'm out. I'm out of D-Dog for $316 to start my day. So right now I caught the bounce. I do not want to risk it. We do see the Qs rolling over. We do see the SPY rolling over. The last thing I want to see is Datadog roll on over as well. So I'll take a quick 316 to start my day on DDog. Where did I get out at? 162.66. That was a good entry. That was a good exit. I'll take it. So right now, maybe a halt strategy on ISPC. Again, AADI was like that back burner kind of sleeper play, that low float sleeper that could definitely get some action towards it. And full disclaimer, here is my P&L on DDog. So to start the day, 316.50. I only had 100 shares, but I took it for about $3 to the upside. And right now it's starting to pull back a little bit. You guys know exactly why I took it as well. That is my go-to gap fill bounce. It opened right at the 168.50. I had to get in for the gap fill bounce. I left money on the table, but the fact that I'm seeing the SPY and the Qs roll over, I'm not willing to risk this coming down as well. It was a quick $3. I'll take it. Guys, today, man, this is thank you, Cole. Thank you. KTTA is halted. So we have a potential gap or a halt strategy here on KTTA. So right now, support's back down at pre-market highs, right around $6.43. KTTA unhalts at 9:35.35. So you got about a minute and 30 seconds to go here on KTTA. About a minute 30 to go on KTTA. So let's just do a quick little run through. GTEC nothing. You got LGVN halted right now. We have a lot of stuff going on. So here's the thing. Collect yourself. Take a deep breath. Collect yourself, guys. Seriously. There's a lot going on. You're only 4 minutes into the day. You have LGVN halted. Let's keep it on watch. We have ISPC halted. We're watching it. We have KTTA halted. We're watching it, right? Don't get crazy. Don't all over the place. Focus on one stock that you think has the best potential. What stock do I think has the best potential? I still like my sleeper play on AADI. I still like AADI for a sleeper play. I mean, I really do. So I may have an entry coming on up on AADI, especially over 33. Yeah, I jumped in with 50 shares to start. I like it. It's a low flow stock. It has good news. It's a riskier trade because we just don't have the volume, but I think it's that one that breaks 33 and just rips to 37, possibly halts. 32.99 was the all-time high. It held above 30.61. It is starting to bounce. It's starting to pick up just a little bit of volume. If this breaks over 33, guys, it could definitely take on off up towards around 37. I didn't take 1,000 shares because it is risky. I took 50 shares because I can get in and get out. I can scale in, scale out, and take a small paper cut if needed. So right now, AADI, I do have a small little position there just for fun. I do like it for my own reasons. KTTA didn't gap up, so support right now 643. If you guys were looking to get involved with KTTA, 643 is a decent entry with stops below 6. So a 640, 650 entry, stops below 6. You have room back up to 765. So the risk or reward is there, right? If you get in at 640 to 650, you're risking 50 cents. Can you get at least $1? 100%. KTTA, not bad at all. Again, a 643 to 650 pullback entry. ISPC, look at that. It opened and then just dumped. What was the other stock that was halted? LGVN. Look at the kind of the trend we're seeing. We're not seeing gap ups. We're seeing it, open and then fall, right? LGVN, ISPC, just an open and then it fell. KTTA, it opened and now it's falling, but KTTA still has some of the best potential, some of the better opportunity for that 640 to 650 bounce. Stops under 6. You have room back up towards around $7.40, $7.40. So just be mindful of that, guys. Be mindful that we're seeing a lot of stocks halt, not gap up and not rip, right? Not gap up and not rip. They're just opening and falling. Right now, we're only 7 minutes into the market, team. We are 7 minutes into the market. Sit back, relax, wait for your opportunity, right? Your opportunity could have been the 640 to 650 bounce on KTTA. Lock in a little bit. Lock in something. You're at a 1-to-1. Right? You're at a 1-to-1. You're risking 50 cents. You're up 50 cents. Lock in something. Maybe bring a stop loss to break even, right? Because you are still pretty early in the day. You're 8 minutes in. Anything could happen. If you guys were able to get in on that dip, on that, that dip buy opportunity, you guys are crushing it right now. You guys are up like 80 cents a share. Way to go. Way to crush it. And you just hit target. Start trimming. Start trimming. Start trimming some profit. You just hit target, guys. Stops officially are now at break even, and you leave a runner. Next target, 861. Over 861 to 875, you have room to $10. Like I said, KTTA has a lot of potential to get the 10 today. So right now, this is the #1 stock that I think we should be watching until it fades on off. Until it fades on off, until it loses the attention, this is the stock. And look at that. What a solid dollar bounce to the upside. It doesn't get any nicer than that. Nice little dollar bounce to the upside there, guys. You guys are crushing it right now. Congrats. Congrats. I picked the wrong one. I picked my sleeper play. There you guys go. There we go. I smell money brewing in chat right now. I smell money brewing in chat. Is that profit? I smell it. It smells good. Good job, guys. And so just so you know, that was a broken down alert. If you guys are new to chat, when I go that in depth with entries, stop losses, and targets verbally like that, that's an alert. That's a potential trade if you want to trade it. 640 to 650 entry. Stops under 6, first target, second target, right? When I verbally go in depth and I'm very thorough about a certain trade, that's an alert. That's a good setup. That's a good trade. And that's something that you can trade if you want, right? When I say I'm jumping into AADI for my reasons, that's not an alert for you guys to get in. That's just me being honest with you guys saying, hey, I'm in. Just like D-Dog. Hey, I'm in right now. I like it, right? That's my trade for my reasons. That's not an alert to follow me into a trade. Now, KTTA was more of a broken down alert as to why we should take the trade. Support, stops, targets, 2-to-1 setup, really clean, really nice. Again, I just want you guys to understand the difference between me jumping into a trade because I like a trade and my reasons, just to be credible and transparent, and trying to verbalize some alerts for you guys for trades. Diego's got some profits. Yeah, we got about 5 more minutes until I unfortunately have to shut down the stream on YouTube. I don't want to. I want to run free streams all week. Nah, the team will kill me. Everybody in chat will murder me. They'll say, Josh, no, you're done for. Get out of here. See, that's what I'm talking about, Cole. Cole coming in, identifying the opportunity, maybe my technical analysis, revalidating his analysis, taking a trade, $1 a share, way to crush it, Cole. Proud of you, buddy. Right now, your entry was at 643 to 650. You're taking profit. You have a moon bag. You guys are calling them moon bags. I call them runners, but if you want them to be a runner, a moon bag, I don't know. Right now, your stop is at break even on this trade. Right now, if you were long at 640 and you still have a fourth of your position left, you have a hard stop at break even right now. You need to have a hard stop at break even. You are running a risk-free trade and you still have profits on the table. Oh, I did not mention the Black Friday deal. I will do that here in a couple minutes. I don't want anybody missing any opportunity here on KTTA. So give me one moment and I'll definitely mention it. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Green is green. As Corey would say, green is green, green is good. Green is green, green is good. Look at ISPC. I think someone in chat, HWAT's like, what do I do? I was like, you take some profits in pre-market. For sure. So right now, it was a good idea to take those profits around 18 in pre-market. AADI right now, not really digging it. cracking below that 28 level, I have to exit the position. That'll give back a decent chunk of my profits on Datadog, and I left all the money on the table on DDog. I left all the money on the table. Entry, target. I mean, look at that shit. 10 points within the first 22 minutes, 12 minutes. What a trade. I should have just stuck with Datadog and let it go. I put too much emphasis on the SPY and the Qs rolling over that I cut my position. But look at entry to target, penny to penny. Oh, that's beautiful. My 3 favorite traders. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. But instead, I locked in those profits and I jumped into AADI. I'm expecting this one to be a sleeper, but it may not. It may not. But we'll see. I'm still holding it right now. Right now, the number one focus is KTTA. But here's the thing, guys. What does it look like it's forming right now on KTTA? Right? If it doesn't break over 766, that's a head and shoulders. That's a head and shoulders formation. If it doesn't break over 766, you need to be exiting your long position because it's probably going to dump. It's probably going to crack. It's going to fade and fall, most likely down to 419. So make sure that you're not stuck holding this bag. If it's a head and shoulders formation, it could crack, it could fade, it could fall. Right? So if this one starts cracking below that 650 level, guys, this neckline, make sure you're getting out of this trade because what's the saying? Bulls take the stairs up, bears take the elevator down. You could see this crack, fade, and fall very, very quick. So make sure you're putting yourself in a risk-free position. Make sure you're limiting your loss if you're still in this. But again, it looks like a head and shoulders formation. Do not get caught holding the bad guys. Do not get caught holding this below 636. Again, right now, all the focus is on KTTA, but don't forget about APVO, team. If APVO breaks 1050, right? If APVO can break and hold 1050, really 1075 as well, being that's the VWAP, we have a lot of room back up to pre-market highs. So right now, the top 2 stocks, KTTA, but like I said, it looks like a little bit of a head and shoulders. Make sure you're managing your trade correctly. Don't get caught up in a dump. The next trade that I do want to keep on watch above $9 is going to be APVO, right? Right now, no entries yet. Just talking APVO. Right now, no entries on the stock, just watching it. If it breaks and holds over this resistance as well as the VWAP, then there could be an entry. And I'll make sure I break it down as far as entries, targets, stop losses, just like we did on KTTA. So those Rivian calls worked out great. So 118.77, the 123.06, Rivian, RIVN. We did a lesson yesterday on this formation. So for those of you that were watching Rivian for options, this was the only one I liked to the long side. Besides Datadog. Datadog hit. Rivian just hit. Look at that beautiful red to green move. Boom. $5 to the upside. You guys could have crushed it there on Rivian. And then we crushed it on Datadog. Those were the 2 stocks that I liked to the long side. Roblox, I liked it short. No confirmation yet. Netflix, I liked it short. No confirmation yet. Same thing with Airbnb. No confirmation. On Apple, no confirmation. Nvidia, no confirmation. So again, the only stocks that we had with confirmation were Datadog to the long side, Rivian to the long side. Everything else that we had talked about has yet to confirm an entry. But right off the bat, for options, for larger cap stocks, Datadog and Rivian both absolutely smashing our targets. And KTTA being a beautiful trade as well. Oh, snap. We got some. Oh, you guys are crushing it. Look at Merlin. Merlin, $490 on KTTA. Jeff Duno, $700 on KTTA. And Mr. Jose, $150 $1,000 on KTTA. Let me hear it. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Way to go. And I know we got a lot more profits coming in. So far, over $2,000 in profits. And I know that's not all of them. That's what's up. Good job, team. Good job. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yo, we got some opportunity today, baby. We got some opportunity today. What's up with APVO? I think APVO, once it starts breaking above that 1050, guys, APVO has some good opportunity here. It's in a really tight channel right now. It's consolidating, getting very, very tight. When it starts breaking that 1043 and that VWAP, I tell you what, APVO could really start taking on off. 1155, maybe back up towards around, 1310 and 14 on APVO. APVO has some good news as well. It's a low float stock, good volume. You do starting to see KTTA curl a little bit. PTPI starting to get some hype to it. QLGN fading, AADI fading, ISPC fading, LGVN not yet. GTEC not yet. So right now, APVO I think is the next best candidate. Right now, APVO, I think this is the next best opportunity that we have. So I'm scaling into APVO. 1029 cost basis. I'm looking for the squeeze. I'm looking for the potential break. Are we going to get rug pull city? Rug pull city. Damn it. All right. Small cap city, baby. Small cap chop city. I know APVO looked good and just a nice little rug pull. So that's unfortunate. AADI. I had a lot of high hopes for AADI. AADI just didn't do its thing, so I cut that. And then I was averaging in and scaling into APVO, but the price action, the rug pull, making me second guess how I'm going to trade AADI. So again, we have that support level at 904. We have the resistance at 1043 to that 1063 level, the VWAP. So we're still stuck inside this really tight channel, right? It's just consolidating sideways. Once it breaks, it's going to move. Is it going to break and rip to the upside? Is it going to crack and fade to the downside? Either way, it's shortable on light speed. So I can short it. I can go long. But, I mean, the news is good. The float's low. APVO has a lot of potential to the upside. The last thing I want to do is short this stock and get caught up in any kind of like short squeeze. So, but I like the potential it has. I took a small little paper cut there, which is fine. Small little paper cut on APVO. Unfortunately, set me back in the hole a little bit today, but we're good, baby. So right now, I'm not really seeing too much, right? What did we see yesterday? Some early morning spikes, right? 40 that first, 30 minutes, we saw some spikes. Then we really saw a lot of things fade until about 12 to 1 o'clock. So we couldn't see that again. We could see some of these stocks get those initial spikes out of the gate, lose some attention, lose some focus, kind of fade a little bit, and then around lunch, maybe get some more action. That's what happened yesterday. That could be the market conditions for this week. Normally what we see on Monday kind of sets the tone for the market. So with that being said, we just got to be mindful of that. We just have to be mindful of that. So we may not see a lot of action until maybe like noon to 1, and I'll be here all day with you guys. I don't care. I'll be here all freaking day with you guys if that's what it takes. So right now, watching APVO has support down around 904. Resistance at 1040 to that 1060 VWAP. And once it breaks the VWAP, I do expect to see it up towards around 1155 and then potentially up towards around like that $12 level here on APVO. So at least, $1.50 to $2 to the upside potential on APVO. Could be a nice little mid-candle breakout tomorrow for GTEC. Nothing right now. Same thing, LGVN, depending on where it falls and where it levels, this could be a good candidate for a possible mid-candle breakout tomorrow as well. Nothing right now at this point in time. ISPC, another red day, which is unfortunate. Another little start, little bit of this red day out of the gate, which the news was pretty impressive. The news was actually pretty good with that U.S. government contract, so I'm surprised that it's still just kind of fading on off. Still nothing yet, still something to keep on watch, but right now, no entries on ISPC. No entries right now on ISPC. AADI, we can honestly take AADI off watch. I think we can take AADI off the watch list. QLGN, I think we can take this off the watch list as well. We're just cleaning up right now. We're cleaning up. Now, PTPI is starting to get the attention. PTPI. So this one right now, PTPI, if you guys are watching this, it has room to 311. I don't know if you guys got in off that 208 support, off of those post-market highs. But if for any reason you guys are in, you have the VWAP target, and then you have 311 target there on PTPI. I would want to see a little bit more of a pullback first, though. I mean, the stock did just go from 225 all the way to 266. I would want to see a slight pullback towards around 244 first before getting involved with PTPI. But right now, it technically has room to 311. Right now, ISPC, still waiting on that. PTPI, this is definitely one stock we need to keep on high watch. KTTA, head and shoulders crack, starting to fade and fall. And then we have APVO right now, which I'm long on, looking for that squeeze. I'm just looking for the squeeze over VWAP. I mean, low float, good news. I have a small position of 500 shares, and I'm just looking to see if I can catch a squeeze. So I didn't go 2,000 shares, right? I went 500 because I can risk $500 to $1,000, and I can be patient. I can give the stock breathing room, and I can just, again, just be very patient. So I have a cost basis of 1004, as you guys can see, 500 shares. With these small caps, I have to be patient with them, right? I can't feed too much in to price action, normally like I have done over the past 5 years, right? I'm just having to reduce size and really look for these $2, $3 moves, right? Just be patient with them because, again, it's pretty easy to get chopped out of a lot of these penny stocks lately. So right now, I do have that 500 share position right around 10 bucks. And I'm just going to be patient with it. I'm going to look to see if it gets some hype. I know right now I am technically back in the green. I could secure some profits, but the volume looks good. I like the potential 9 EMA VWAP squeeze. I see room to 1155. I see room to 1310, potentially 14 bucks. I am going to be very, very patient with this this position on APVO. We have 5 seconds left to close. I'd like to see a nice, strong close over VWAP. That could really make me feel confident that this thing's going to take on off on the next candle, but we'll probably see it pull back now looking at the way it closed. See GTEC looking like a bear flag. Leg down, period of consolidation. So if you're watching GTEC, what you'd be looking for is a crack of this trend line for the next leg down to 880. You would have some room down towards around $8.80 there over on GTEC. Is there another rug pull on APVO? No, not a rug pull, just pulling back. As long as it stays inside of the 9 EMA and the VWAP, and you see it get tighter, 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 and you can see that 9 EMA cross the VWAP, that's a beautiful 9 EMA VWAP squeeze. I'm still confident with holding this for now on APVO, guys. So anyway, to answer your question before we shut down the stream, I completely spaced. We are going to shut down the stream. Yesterday was our free stream Monday, and then for the duration of this week, it's our limited free streams. But again, having some fun with you guys, making some early cash, getting you guys prepared. To answer Matthew, his question, did I mention the Black Friday deal? I have not. So our Black Friday deal is an additional 25% off the yearly, making it a total of 55% off the yearly plan. And I'm going to also once again include a free copy of the Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit course. So you're getting half the year for free, and you're getting a free copy of our newest course, the Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit. You are locked in for life. You're grandfathered in. Even when we migrate and transition to the new platform, nothing will change. Unlimited one-on-ones, lifetime access to the course, a year, half off. Again, so much value, so much education inside of the Alpha Day Trading Chat Room. If you are interested in this, you have to send me an email, josh@alphadaytrading.com. I will be more than happy to send you the link, send you the coupon code, get you all taken care of. So once again, if you're interested in joining the team during our Black Friday special, email me, josh@alphadaytrading.com. ALPHADAYTRADING. Yes, josh@alphadaytrading.com. Here over lunch, I'll be responding to emails, sending links, sending coupons. You guys can get all set up. Or if you already know how to go to the website, you go to alphadaytrading.com. You go to pricing. You click yearly membership. You enter the coupon Black Friday 2021. Just like that. Black Friday 2021. That'll discount the 25% off on top of the already discounted 30%. As soon as you enroll and join the team, I will automatically enroll you in the course. You will receive a separate email with login credentials. And again, you have immediate lifetime access to the course. And you will have a year of access to the Alpha Day Trading team, the Alpha Day Trading family. You'll be locked in for life, and it's a little over 50% off. So if you're interested, send me that email, josh@alphadaytrading.com, or use Black Friday 2021 at checkout to save that cheddar. Right now, we're still working APVO. So right now, we're still in APVO. We're starting to see the 9 EMA VWAP squeeze. I'm still holding my position right now. I have not sold. I am not out. I still have 500 shares at $10.04. My first target's $11.50. Looking for one little pop. One little pop over 11 so I can take some profit. Trying to be as patient as possible. We have great volume. We're starting to see the 9 EMA cross the VWAP. That is a bullish sign. We could see a halt coming up very, very soon. If this one holds the VWAP and the 9 EMA and we see the 9 EMA cross that VWAP, we have very good buying volume. Look at that just nice volume to the upside. Right now, it's still intact. And, of course, a fucking rug pull. Excuse my language. You gotta love rug pulls in penny stock land, guys. That's it's pretty aggravating when you see rug pull left and right. Good setup, clean setup, but, you know, it happens. It happens. Looking in hindsight, I should have just taken my 2,000 shares and taken profit at 11. So right now, with that nasty selling volume, I have to get out. I have to get out of that trade, guys. Have to get out. I know, Chris. I know. It's just ridiculous. This is coming from, Chris, it's been in the market for 10 plus years. I've been in the market for 8. This year has been a weird year for penny stocks, but it's all good. It's all good. Nice rug pull. I got $100 out of the trade. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. So I'm break even on the day. Even Cole's like, what the fuck? Absolutely. So if you guys have any questions, email me, josh@alphadaytrading.com. I hope you guys had some fun on KTTA. This was the only verbal alert I gave today. I did not give a verbal alert on APVO because it was risky. It wasn't an A+ setup. It was my setup. I took it. I gave a verbal alert on KTTA because it was clean, it was consistent, it was A+, 80% odds, great risk to reward. I'm sure you guys absolutely crushed it on KTTA. I mean, I'm sure you did. 172 from Casey, 1K from Jose, 705 from Jeff, 490 from Merlin. Way to go, way to crush it. Enjoy those profits, and enjoy those profits over on YouTube as well. Happy, safe trading, and I will see each and every one of you back here bright and early tomorrow morning, right around 9 o'clock a.m., as we kick off our Hump Day trading. So, I mean, this could be just your typical market maker shakeout, right? I mean, you have the uptrend forming. You got your nice rug pull. If we get the base, if we put in a base here and we're back above 1030 to 1040, I'll give it one more go. I'll give it one more go. But at the same time, it's very tempting to short this stock. Very tempting to short this stock as it has a very nice bearish setup. And it keep getting pulled down here. I'm going to take half my profit. I did jump into a quick short because it was easy to short on light speed. I was in at 988,000 shares. I took half, being smart, looking to see if it still gets pulled down here a little bit. Looking to see if it could still get pulled down here a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and get out. Puts me green on the day. I got to be quick with these trades. I tell you what. I got to be quick with these trades. I identify it. I take it. Scalp it real quick. Yeah. I know I say reduce the size and let it work. Tell you what, man. Tell you what. Screw the low size. Let it work. I'm still going to scalp the market. I'm still going to scalp the market. But, I mean, KTTA was beautiful. Look at that. Nice sell-off. Found a base. Ah, man, we're seeing a lot of that market maker price action, guys. I mean, we are, right? Grind up, consolidation, bringing the price down, higher low, higher high break, volume moves back in. We'll probably see this up at 875 next on KTTA. KTTA is still the #1 stock at this point in time. Still the #1 stock right now to watch.